Hello, Twitch and or YouTube. Welcome to my stream. A few minutes delayed, sorry. Today I'm going to be going over... Not that. What was that? Not that. Thank you, Chrome. I'm going to be doing some coding, some open source stuff. First, I want to mention I've got a thing coming up this Thursday, so in 2 days, 10:30 a.m. EST. We're going to be going over my personal site. We is Attila, Daniel, and Elian, 3 folks who work on Solid or Astro stuff. I wrote my personal website in Solid and Astro, and I never used those 2 things before. And of course, I did a bad job because I was too rushed to read through the right docs and learn the idiomatic way of doing things. So watch out for that. That'll be fun. But that's not what I'm doing today. Today, I'm going to be doing another fun project, which is I'm going to be making a website for a new Boston TypeScript meetup. Whoop! I'm moving to Boston in the fall, and we need a website. Oh, good! My ad block's been updated. Please don't scroll away. Thank you for that. So, for reference, I'm one of the organizers of Philly.js, phillyjs.com. We have a website, which I designed and implemented. Now I'm going to make a very similar, shockingly similar website for Boston TS. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to have, you know, the ridiculous brutalist theme and like a few pages, and that's about it. I'm very excited about this. I always set up everything on social media, so let me just get those tabs at the ready. But as usual, if anyone has things they want to ask or talk about, please let me know. I'm always happy to chat. I don't want this to be just me coding and screaming into the monitor and mic. It'd be nice to have people let me know if anything's unclear or talk about TypeScript. But okay, let's begin. To start, look at my warp terminal. I'm going to npx create-typescript-app at latest, just to make sure nothing's cached. Create-typescript-app is my personal template that I've open sourced for all TypeScript apps that I make, and it's pretty sweet. I think it comes with a lot of really good stuff, so I've made it general purpose. It can prompt you. Interesting, looked like the warp terminal had an emoji rendering bug. Prompt you for some basic info, and then make a really nice setup for a repository based on it. I'm gonna just copy all the same stuff I did from the Philly.js site, so just under my personal account. So instead of Philly.js Club website, it's going to be Boston JS Club or Boston TS website. I'm going to omit the club because we don't have an existing Boston TS meetup that's active that we need to be careful with. The website for Boston TS, powered by React, Remix, TypeScript, and vanilla extract is what I'm going to use for my styling solution. Let's get that sparkle emoji here. Yeah. Boston TS website for the Boston TS website. Look at that. Fun little rendering shenanigan. So in create-typescript-app, there are little presets you could choose from. The render library we use for the terminal doesn't handle reflow super well, it looks like. And I'm going to go with the everything preset, all the tooling one could possibly want. This will take a little bit. This will take a while. Oh, there we go. I think a lot of those packages should have been cached in my system. Sometimes it takes a lot longer if you're running with base everything from scratch on a new system. All right, so it'll also set up the GitHub repo for you. So if you go to Joshua K. Goldberg on GitHub, tab equals repositories, we now see the Boston TS website. There you go, I'll star that. the website for Boston TS, blah, blah, blah. Not published NPM. So that's fun. I guess I actually could have, you know what, I'm going to do that again. But I'm going to customize. I don't actually want all the features of the repo template. I don't want to publish to NPM. So you know what, I'm gonna do that. And I'm also going to skip, what can I skip? This will be in the docs for create-typescript-app. For options, NPM, I think it's releases. Exclude releases is the command line flag. So exclude releases. I believe I don't want to exclude anything else. Oh, I don't want to include tests because it's just a website. I'm not going to test it. Oh, gotta clear the directory. rf Boston TS website. And let's go again. Installing packages shouldn't take too long. Mostly just hydrating from the cache. It'll be a little faster than last time now because I'm excluding releases and excluding tests. There you go. Clean up. Initializing the repo. Boston TS website. There we go. Start the new repo. Oh. What is -- undefined? Looks like it might not have gotten all the command line flags that I wanted to pass in. So I'm going to have to file an issue. Hooray on my TypeScript template. Not what I wanted to be doing today, but you know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Bug. Exclude releases and exclude tests not respected. Manually running with base everything. I believe I just discovered that I have hair in my throat. Goddamn cats. Goddamn cats. Yep. Hair in my mouth. Isn't that lovely? For the record, I Purell frequently. Ooh, that smells like booze. Okay. I ran the following and expected a repository to be set up without release management or tests. Had releases and tests built in. Also, the rerun command was a little off. In what way? Had undefined instead of the exclusions. So that's weird. Anyway, filed that issue, and first a bug in my create-typescript-app template, lol. You can't win, you know? All I wanted to do was make a website, and because of my own inability to resist, I have to deal with this. There it is. Okay, well, anyway, should be good now to work on the Boston TS website repo. I just need to remove the stuff that I don't want. Oop. So I'm going to remove, let's see, NPM, anything around NPM and releases. And I'm going to remove coverage. So NPM is gone. Let's see, release it should... Oh. Interesting. Release.yaml doesn't exist, but vtest.coverageTS does. Very interesting. I'm going to have to make a note in the issue that I filed. Interestingly on that commit. Release.yaml doesn't exist. vtest.config.ts does. Yeah. Well, test. I don't need any of this vtest or test stuff because this repo does not have unit tests. And I don't plan on adding them anytime soon. Vtest, so I don't need coverage. I don't need console fail test. Don't need vtest ESLint plugins. I'm running PMPMI in the background. Tsup, don't need to exclude test files. Don't need to have docs on testing or debugging tests. Nor any sort of release shenanigans. So maybe the releases part went through nicely, but the README has a bug where it includes the coverage anyway, or the npm badge. I don't know. Who knows? Test. Yep, test.yaml. Don't need that. npmi. Is there a test command in here? Nope. README is saved. npm. I don't know why it keeps saying install command is deprecated. I don't know who's saying that. Oh, Husky is. Yeah, I need to update my Husky setup. Alright. No test. Lint still works. TSC still works. Get add all. Get chore. Remove test and release scaffolding. Great. And we have a website repo. Very good. All right, next up is I'm going to add Remix because I want Remix websites. So let's refresh. Oh yeah, I've got to fix some tokens and lint markdowns. Complaining. README MD line 10 up. Gotta have end lines per my linter on that. In theory, I should file a bug and create TypeScript-app, but in practice, I don't feel like it. Chore, fix docs, H1 formatting, or post H1P formatting, whatever. All right, close enough. Remix getting started. Remix is a great great front-end framework. I want to just get started very basically. I don't want to use their template thing. I want to add it to an existing shindig. Is there like a guide for you have an existing repo and you want to add it? I realize this is less common of a use case, but quick start. There we go. PNPM add these things. PNPM add remix run dev. All right. Make dir app touch root.jsx, which presumably I will switch to TypeScript soon. Formatted px remix build. Oop. Missing route file. Our route's mentioned on this page. I have, oh, I don't have it in app. Oopsies. There we go. Okay. So there's a build directory. That's nice. I believe I'm already typed module for package.json. Yep. Oops, forgot the, I guess the name Josh Goldberg wasn't detected. Okay. npx remix serve build index.js. Hello world, look at that. Beautiful. And no servers were found. Whatever. Shush, shush, shush. I love little documentation delighters, aside from the unholy amount of code in node modules. Great. All right, bring your own server. I'd like to use like whatever basic server they have. All right, so I'm just gonna skip that whole do your own server thingy and just stick with what was there before until it breaks. So I'm gonna add a script. I'm sure this will complain about the order, but that's fine. I have a linter from the package.json fields. Yep, there we go. Where'd scripts go? Right there. Oh, it told me to make a server. All right. Server. I don't know why they say server MJS if it's a ESM, a module project anyway. So. Ooh, excuse me. All right, let's add the things. Add remix run express and express. And pnpm on remix run dash serve. So we're swapping out from the remix run server to this thing. Node server MJS. Nope, node server JS. Because we're, yep, there we go. We're Sam, again, shush with the sw.js found. Oh, not found, great. So now I have pnpm dev. Now find .mjs. Ooh, I forgot to remove my launch JSON for a debugging test. Whoopsies. Git add VS Code launch JSON. Git commit and chore. Also remove launch JSON. All right. So now it wants me to add some crap to the server file. So broadcast dev ready. So if we're in development, broadcast dev ready that we should reload. That's fine. Then in the root JSX, we live reload. Okay, yeah, nice. npm dev. Very good. Root JSX. Add some exclamation marks. There we go. Very nice. We can npx remix reveal. I don't feel like it. I don't want to. Great. And ooh, I see I need to add some stuff to my git ignore because it's huge. Oh, coverage. And I can remove lib also. Oh, you know what? I can also remove tsup. So I'm gonna swap. I'm just gonna one commit swap this from a tsup build repo to remix one. So first git add git ignore, just git ignore. Git commit and chore also git ignore coverage. Is coverage mentioned anywhere? Oh, and I've got to remove coverage from other things. Forgot to search for that text. So let's add the ESLint and the pretty or ignore and the C spell. Yes, a few more mentions of coverage. All right, now let's add all. Actually, first let's switch from tsub. So we're going to remove all the tsub shenanigans. So tsub's the builder package that helps build. Dev. So I'm going to switch, run, remix, quick run the remix quick start dev server locally to preview the website. Dev. There we go. That's that. No more tsub. Instead, I can git ignore instead of lib, we ignore public. Let's remove all that. What the hell is this? .cache is the folder path, so let's ignore that also. And build. That's much better. Okay. PNPM lints and then PNPM lints spelling. PNPM run lint. Do I not have a lint script? Where did my scripts go? I swear. What? Oh, you know what it was? I must have at some point removed the existing. Did it not populate? Oh, it did. Here we go. Weird. Yeah, I must have removed it by accident when I added a new scripts object. Yeah, bug somewhere in the tooling. Anyway, PNPM lint spelling alongside PNPM lint to run ESLint and the type checker. Oh, cspell needs to be told about, right, instead of lib, I should be telling them about public. Let's get ignore public there. So public and .build and just build. .cache and .build. Those need to be ignored. I actually don't need a files entry here or a main. So instead of that, it's .cache, build, and public for markdown lints. Let's see how spelling's doing. Why is cspell still .cache and build? Running again, just want to see if I've gotten all the ignores. Yep, there we go. Line 13, we don't need to build. And then what's 33 is bots. You can add that to the cspell file. Is bot. Very nice. Okay, so now when I run lint, so ESLint, the standard linter, I get a lot of complaints, and these are from, let's see, public build. So ESLint ignore, rather the ESLint RC needs to be told instead of, yep, lib, it's cache, build, and public. There we go. So when we run lint again, it should be much faster and have fewer files. Nice. So the only file remaining is this built index.js, and it's from this n, no unpublished import. That's from ESLint plugin n, or just plugin n, which I can disable. N, no unpublished import. It's asking for making sure that files that don't get published aren't imported from, but that doesn't really make sense for this project because it's just a website. It's not publishing to NPM. Okay, so lint is happy. Let's run lint md for markdown lint. That's happy. Type check-in's happy. Everyone's happy. Being in dev. And then if I localhost, yep, still hello worlding. Whew, excuse me. Almost sneezed there. What is this service worker.js? Who is looking for a service worker? Get the hell out of here. Node modules, remix one router. Really appreciate it if whoever's looking for a service worker were to stop. But whatever. I don't particularly like comments in my files that are explaining tutorial information. Can I change this? Oh yeah, look at that Fluent API. Love it. Yeah. little tidiness there. Whoop. Yep. All right. Get status. Get add all. Get status. Feats. Switch from tsup builds to remix websites. Hit push. Awesome. So at this point, we have a working remix website. Very exciting. Server.js is a JS file. Root.jsx is a JSX file. So I'm going to switch this to root TSX, see if it still works. See if there's a TypeScript guide that makes me happy. So there's a Vite unstable migration thing. That's probably not what I'm looking for. So let's look at TypeScript. There you go. So I call my TSC commands TSC instead of type check. Let's look at the tsconfig.json. Ooh, instead of source, we actually want to include app. Oh, you know what? I forgot to run pnpm lint knip, the unused code detection shindig. JSON. So let's say that the entry is actually app roots.tsx, and we include everything under app. There's probably a way to glob, but LTS and TSX files. Yeah, who takes the dependency on isbot? Whatever. I know that Remix internally uses isbot. Oh, and right, that's right. Build YAML. Thank you, Knip. Noticed that it's still building, but I don't have that as a command. There we go. So root TSX. Now Remix wants me to include its different set of paths. Fine, whatever. This is all right. So let's see. Yep, no omit true because Remix does everything that it needs to for build. So actually, my build, I do want to build command. I just wanted to be the Remix build, not what I was having before. So build, I'm guessing it's Remix build. Yep. Let's see, paths. Let's add an alias, element OP. So I can squiggly import, tilde import from app. React is, the JSX is React, JSX, ES module interop true. Ooh, isolated modules true. Nice little perf shenanigan there. Base URL dot, why not? Okay. And then touch remix am.dts. So we got our types built in for us here. Okay. pnpm build, pnpm dev, still working, built-in TypeScript support, very nice, and pnpm tsc. Up. TSC is not happy because I don't have the JSX intrinsic elements types existing yet. What do I need to do here? So in my TS config, I did say JSX is React JSX. You know what it is? I bet I need to add types React. The types for React. There we go. Yep. So restart all my servers. pnpm lint, pnpm tsc -- watch. So it stays updating. That was unnecessary. Awesome. defeat, switch. Oh, that's really a chore. Add build back, add remix builds, and switch to TypeScript. Hooray! Estevez Lewis. Lewis, hello! Again, nice to see you. Thank you. Yes, haircut a few nights ago. Corbin, nice to see you as well. Remix. Yeah, no, this is not my first time using Remix. I'm not a regular repeat user, but also sorry if y'all said those things long ago. I had the chat minimized for a bit. I did the Philly JS Club website in Remix. Oh, I never linked the repo here. Whoops. Remix is nice. It's not as like handholdy as Next.js at times. It's a little more raw, close to the platform, which is not a complaint or a praise. It's just how they've chosen to do things. That being said, I consider it kind of a praise because I like that raw power. But yeah, no, I like Remix. I like the way they do things. It's good stuff. Now that I've basically gotten the site working for Remix and TypeScript, my next step is vanilla extract. Now, I actually have a pull request on the Philly JS website to add vanilla extract. It's a chore. It's a draft because I plan on trying out a bunch of different CSS libraries, including Panda as well. But I'm going to go through the getting started guide here just to be thorough. The root TSX with streaming. When you say streaming, do you mean like Twitch streaming or like server component streaming? Yeah, I do wish it was a little more handholdy for getting started, but I like that I do know like basically everything that's happening. So vanilla extract. So the way that oh yeah, Remix is very like, no, you're gonna learn the platform, buddy. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I saw a tweet from you, Corbin. Your book has a release date next month, right? A couple weeks. That's really exciting. Congrats. If I remember that right. I'm just gonna install the CSS bundling support for Remix because that's how they're gonna do support for all these things. Oh, good. TypeScript stopped seeing JSX types. I'm glad I did remember that. Okay, and then let's import these things. See if this works. Don't need my comments. You know what? Don't worry about it flopping. I'm telling you, don't worry, because you know what's all books flop. That's the secret of the industry. Every book, mine included, learning TypeScript, buy it today. Every book has a release that disappoints the author, unless you're like J.K. Rowling or Stephen King or someone. I guess J.K. Rowling 10 years ago. And I guess prior to the 7th book. Anyway, every book will disappoint because you go through like a year or two or whatever, some ungodly amount of effort, and you release the thing, and then no one gives a crap is the feeling. It's not true, but that's the feeling. But that's kind of inherently how a book goes. It's not like a movie with an opening weekend. It's more like a movie that ends up becoming a cult classic. Courses sell well, but I like the idea of a book as a differentiator. Honestly, what if you just did both? What if you released it both as a book and separately branded as a course and it's the same material? Or like very slightly differentiated. But the nice thing is because every book flops, with quotes around it when it's released, that's fine. That's expected. The actual battle is like consistently promoting it over time. But no, Corbin, I'm by sell we mean advertising, right? I'm confident your book is going to have a lot of positive buzz and people getting benefit from it. 100% confident. It's going to fail no harder than anyone else's. No, it will be very successful. Interesting. Ooh, I didn't know this. From Nate. Interesting enough, J.K. Rowling has writing a whole other series, but most people don't know about it, so flop. Yeah, something about being a giant freaking transphobe has really killed J.K. Rowling's public appeal for many sectors of her, core audience. Who would have thought? Being a piece of shit is hard to sell from. Anyway, working on vanilla extract. Let's add that dev dependency. All right, so let's add some styles. So vanilla extract, for those who haven't used it, it's freaking awesome. I really like it. It's kind of like a giant leap forward in the same vein and idea of CSS modules. Let's just go to root. Let's say that I wanted to have like a heading. Yeah, let's just like a hero heading. I'm just going to call this component that, whatever. I just want to make a component. Let's just say it's a function, hero heading, props, which takes in children. This is React. Sorry, all this solid fans. React dot props with children, and then we return like, I don't know, like an h1 and then the children. Whatever. What did I do wrong? Didn't she do what was that book she did while Harry Potter was still a thing? The Scarlet Letters? No. Anyway, under a nail scene. There's some irony with J.K. Rowling going under the pen name Robert. That is really funny, actually. If you know, you know. Okay, so we got hero heading, takes in the children, renders it. Let's just pm dev. There we go. Yep. If we add in a high, still works. Yep. Oh yeah, I wanted to do videos for learning TypeScript core, and oh my gosh, that was a time suck. Or money to pay someone else. Anyway, yeah. So let's say I want to do like a hero heading dot css.ts, and these are the styles I wanted for it, just like, I don't know, whatever basic things, and then I do like I import those styles. Note it's a CSS.ts file, so you can just omit the TS. So we just import the styles, and let's call it a class name equals styles.root. Oop. Default dot what? Oh, styles dot what? Root. What is it complaining about now? Oh my god. Hero heading dot CSS. There we go. And I need to do JS because I did that explicit extension thingy in my TS config. So actually, it's not module resolution node next. It's module resolution bundler. So we can get. What was it? Bundler can only be set when module is set to ES 2015 or later. So ES next, let's call it. All right. Anyway, that's so I don't have to do explicit extensions, and I get module not found from ES unplugin, and I swear to God that plugin gets less useful to me every time I look at it. I'm just going to turn off the end no missing imports. Thoughts on Stylix? Haven't tried it yet. I know maybe it was you. At least one or two. I think at least two people have told me about it, and it looks cool. I saw the website at one point. I just haven't had time. Is it from Meta? Is that the one? Yeah. I'm not super motivated to try it out. More than like the other things on my to-do list, but I am motivated for everything on my to-do list. That's like a new styling solution I want to try. Cool. So yeah, look at this. This finally, after like 15 minutes of wrangling, I've gotten to the point. It's like CSS modules. You have an object that's exported, like your export from your CSS, and then that thing is got the styles. But the difference is this is JS based. This is type safe because the style is type safe. You can't do like, I don't know, border 123 or like blah blah blah. Like, I don't know, property won't let you. Yeah, it's really nice. I think for me, type safety is very important. Like, that's why I've yet to, I don't think I will ever really climb aboard that Tailwind bandwagon because it's string based, not JavaScript based. I can't do that. I need type safety. And then there are things like Rainbow Sprinkles libraries built on top of vanilla extract. I know, right? Surprise. Who would have thought? every time I look this up. Where you get like box props or box components is the pattern, like background equals blue 50 or whatever, and then these can be really nice and type safe. I actually think Panda CSS is a little more stable looking, has like a similar idea to that like layer on top. So like let's see, still pretty new age. There we go. So like you can do really nice like type safe styling and abstractions. I think that's the future. And come see me talk about that in person in React Summit 2024. Wait, no, not that one. In JS Heroes, that's the one where I'm talking about this. Whoops. In Cluj, Romania, May 23rd. Oops. Anyway, yeah, so we got vanilla extract working. That's good. Oh, I should link these websites as I use them. Vanilla extract. Boop. It's the future. One of the futures. So chore, add vanilla extract. It's a chore in that it didn't actually add any features. User facing, but you know what? It's fine. Okay. So I've got all the tooling in place that I wanted. And because it's been about 40 minutes, I'm going to remind everyone, hey, I'm Josh. I work on open source full time. I'm independent. Feel free to ask any questions. Talk about things you want. Be nice. But yeah, what I'm doing today is taking the Philly JS Club website, which I made and designed. I'm not plagiarizing someone else's work. And I'm going to make a new version for Boston TypeScript, a meetup that I'm going to start later this year when I move to Boston. Actually, before I move to Boston. It's a whole thing. Okay, so I got Philly JS on the left, Boston on the right. Boston JS is a thing. I was talking to the organizers. This is going to be Boston TS TypeScript, because TypeScript. Eat it, JavaScripties. Ooh, interesting little rerun command there. Yeah. Anyway, so, oh yeah, fun fact. I don't know if you're still here, Lewis, but we have, on Pi Day, I will be insisting there are pies for Philly JS. We're doing a Next.js extravaganza, which is funny to me to announce here on this remix stream. But let's see, base. So root TSX. I remember seeing there was a CSS. There was no CSS file. I thought there was a CSS file declared somewhere. Yeah, exactly. The preparing to leave. Okay, so I have no base CSS files. So let's see if I can add one in. Actually, I'm curious if I can do a class name equals styles.html. Can I do like a roots.css.ts export const html equals style background blue? Oh, look, my stream manager just crashed. Welcome to the chat room. Can I already forget how hero heading imported its styles. Import star styles. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Root. Does this work? I'm not running my dev server. So I want to get styles. I'm going to implement all the styles. Yay, it does work. Nice. I swear to God, there's no root. Does anyone here use Remix? I don't know why it keeps asking for the service worker. I'm presuming SW. Annoying. But okay, we got the root styles. So now let's define our design system. How do you define tokens? So I'm actually going to go through the vanilla extract getting started. So in the styles.css.ts, I'm going to do these things. So we have color and space. Create theme comes from vanilla extract. So in order to compose your styles, do like atomic tokens type stuff, you want a theme class to have your variables. So I'm going to actually say CLSX for the two things, styles.html, and then, what was it? Theme class, CLSX. Huh, funny, that doesn't come by default. It's like a popular class name combining library. Let's see. There we go. Fix all, auto-fixable. There we go. And it's not in my spell check. Adding. Okay, so color, brand is blue. So I actually want to switch this. I just want color. So let's call foreground red, background green. So I'm going to make it really obvious what the styles are first. So I don't need... So now I should be able to do vars dot color dot background, and then the same for foreground. So that would be color. Yeah, look at that. Restart ESLint server because of the types. Yeah. Okay. Wait a second. Hero heading is overriding some styles I don't want it to. Let's just make sure it has the border. There we go. Great. So yeah, this is like the crux of vanilla extract. I've set up my variables, and then I can really nicely type safely refer to them, such as vars.color.background and foreground. So that's lovely. Now, I actually have the TypeScript blue in my color picker. Don't ask. I'm gonna set the color theme to the TypeScript one. But we also need dark mode. Theming. How do I do dark mode? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. These get statically extracted into CSS, which is very nice for performance. How do you do the vanilla extract, or yeah, whatever it's called, dark mode? Let's take a look at that pull request. So actually, first I'll push up what I have now. Okay. Chore vanilla extract theming. And let's see, what did I do here for dark mode? Dark. Lights. Style variants. Did I not implement dark mode? Huh. Guess that's not something I know how to do yet. Well, yeah, the background and foreground color is only referenced once. Just gonna do a quick search. I don't really want to spend too much time looking into theming, but code splitting themes. Dark, yeah, the fact that they don't have like a nice find it immediately for dark mode is a little unfortunate. Because yeah, they're talking about themes like in the abstract sense of themes. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just do the one mode, which is the TypeScript theme. Let's see. Before I get into like fonts and stuff, I'm going to start doing... Wait, no, let's do fonts. How do I do fonts? This font, I believe, is... I forget what it's called. League Spartan, that's right. I think I use it on my personal website. So, remix run fonts. Remix.run. Anyone know how to do fonts in Remix? Docs. Google Fonts? Fonts? Let's check the Philly JS Club website for fonts. So where is the word league referenced? Aha, we have a root CSS file, which imports from fonts.googleapis.com. Great. Styles.css. I'm going to call this styles.css. Oh, wait, I already have it. Raw CSS. There you go. And body is font family, least part in, yeah. I don't have stylings on this repo. Okay, and then root.css, where is this imported? So let's import raw from raw CSS and then add that to the styles. So this raw CSS file, I don't know why my VS Code keeps moving around, should, in theory, the bananas, bananas. Welcome, thanks for joining. Appreciate you hanging out. I'm working on remaking or creating a new website in Remix with not Astro, Remix with vanilla extract and TypeScript. There's an existing website, phillyjs.com, I made, and I am now making a Boston TypeScript website version equivalent. What I'm trying to do right now is figure out how to get the fonts to import. So I'm looking at HTML. See if I can get this raw CSS. Curious, who are you, the bananas? Are you a TypeScript dev yet? You accepted our favorite language into your heart. So I got the raw. You got build assets raw. I'm seeing that it's. You know what? I shouldn't be. It's not imported as a class name. It's imported as the link to the file. So I need to add this in. href raw. I think that's, yeah, there we go. Got him. So Remix lets you export the list of, let's say, links, the style sheets you need. So your heading, I no longer wish to have border solid 1px. But what I do want to have is in my styles. Ooh, Node.js and Express. That's exciting. I'm using both of those in this right now. Got an Express server running for my website. Fun. Yeah, TypeScript's a great thing to get into once you've gotten a lot of the fundamentals. Yeah, good stuff. All right, so let's go to sizes. Is that an allowed thing? It's called hero. I don't know, like 10 rem, some ridiculous size like that. And then let's say that, let's do font size, vars.sizes.hero. So a lot of this stuff might be new to you if you're still in a boot camp and you haven't had the chance to explore every single possible combination of all the different meta library, framework, whatever's out there. But the ones in play right now are vanilla extract, which is earlier in the chat, Remix, the meta framework for React, and TypeScript language, which is going to look very similar like to JavaScript during this stream. I'm not going to be doing any fancy TypeScript stuff, I hope. But yeah, I got my hello world. And I'm gonna roots TSX. I'm gonna change the heading to Boston TypeScript. You know, I'm gonna do a line. Oh my god, what's the CSS thing? What's the CSS property to text align? There we go. To align text. Right. Yay. Look at this website. Is this not the most beautiful thing the world has ever seen? All right. How long have I been streaming for? Today, 54 minutes. There you go. I've been coding. I graduated in 2015, had internships before then. So I've been coding a little more than a decade. I've been streaming on Twitch off and on for like a couple of years now. I'm actually stopping streaming Twitch for the most part after this month, or going on hiatus, because I got a lot of stuff going on, and take some time. Feats. Got the hero up. So I'm pleased with this. But yeah, I find streaming's fun. It's nice. I get to talk to people. When I stream well and regularly, I get to talk to a lot more people. Made some good connections here. It is tiring, though. So that's always fun. I get tired easily. All right, what do I want to do next? Well, the way Philly JS Club is laid out, the website, is we have the hero, and I'm gonna probably right align for now until I feel a need to left align just to differentiate a bit more. Got the hero. We have the list of what Philadelphians call Johns, Jawn. It's like a Pennsylvania term. And then we have the table of contents on the bottom. Right now, I really, for the Boston TS website, really just need about and code of conduct. I don't need events, sponsors, join us, because none of those exist yet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a layout. What is outlet? I'm not sure where to put the layout component, though. So how do you do remix run pages in this thing? Ooh, excuse me. Tutorial, 30 minutes. All right. So I need to start adding pages. Make dir app roots. That's what they call it. Roots. Touch app roots. About TSX. And let's export default function about return div hello world. Localhost 3000 / about hello world. There it is. Very nice. Very nice. That's tiny text. I'm gonna need to make it bigger. So that's good. So I'm gonna, let's see. I'm going to, now that I've got the app roots, I'm also going to make an app components. I'm going to make a layout components. So export function layout, which is going to, excuse me, return. Let's see, a div. What do I want here? I think these all have the same size, except Philly JS Club, the main one is bigger, so I want to see if I want to keep the font size same for the H1 as we go along. So font size 156 point something on pages. Back in the root, we get font size 156. Okay, so this is now TypeScript times. Base layout props, title, string. Title, layout props, and react.props with children. Let's see. So we have got 3 things here. Yeah, I'll just wrap it in div for now. We have the header. Oh no, we have the main. We have the footer. So 2 things. Footer stuff here. Got the children in the main. Hello, children. And then we have the hero heading title. Okay. Boston TypeScript. Let's get React imported. And about is, instead of div, it's layout. Title equals about. So now we have 2 titles. Hooray! Which means I can get rid of the hero heading from the roots because the root shouldn't be doing these things. And I said it instead. I think it's index TSX would be the root. Boston TypeScript meetup. Boston TypeScript. Nope. Nothing. Index. Hello. Nothing. Really? I don't get my H1. Nothing. But about works. Huh. Oh, is it app index that I need to do? Ooh, that was a weird refresh. What? What's the root? What do we do in Philly JS Club? I'm just gonna Philly JS Club. Where do we describe that? title Philly Jazz Club, site.title. So if we find all references, app root, that's the content, root TSX. Where is the site's root? Oh, underscore index. Oh, I hate underscore in a file name. Irksome. I'm irked. And now, of course, it's not doing the thing I wanted it to. Put the index with the underscore roots. There we go. All right, now we're happy. Okay. So we got 3,000 about. Okay, so let's add that footer, which is going to have about. How do you do links in Remix? Link. There we go. Link from Remix Run React. I just want link. Let's do link 2 equals about, and then let's do another one because for now I don't have any other pages. So let's go to about. Great. So the footer works. I'll need to style it, but that's next. Now I'm going to want the back. So if we have a back, which is a Boolean, back and link 2 equals slash Boston TS, and then I'm going to, I think, yeah, in PhillyJS we have an arrow, but I'm just going to use like a left arrow here, emoji, instead of like a fancy schmancy SVG. And in about, we have back, and in index we don't. Look at that. Navigation! Yay! Of course, I'm going to need to do a lot with styling and such, but this is fine for now. Good stuff. I've been streaming for about an hour, so I'm just going to remind y'all, or put out my regular notice. Feel free to ask questions or talk in the chat. Please let me know if anything's unclear. Don't want to just be screaming into the void over here. Get all, get status, get commit and feat, footer, nav, back and forth. Get space commit. There we go. And I'll just repost the website. Boston TS website. There you go. Languages, mostly JavaScript. That will be, oh, there we go. TypeScript's creeping in. Very nice. All right. What do I want to do now? So we have about, and then we have code of conduct, which in PhillyJS is COC, code of conduct. So let's make that code of conduct. Title equals COC. Anti-harassment and anti-bullying code of conduct. Nobody who has ever questioned the need for this knows what they're talking about. I get a lot of questions from people. Oh, like, why do you have such intense speaker writer and code of conduct? And it's a very totally fine, reasonable question to ask. But if you've ever run an event, you know that you will eventually have a situation where someone's a complete jackass and needs to be told from the paperwork perspective why they can no longer come. It is not an if, it is a when. So, I'm just copying the same shenanigans from the PhillyJS Club website. TSX. Just gonna take that same M dash. And then copy the P's. I wrote all this code, so or at least I think I wrote all this code. Maybe I missed some, but anyway. Don't need a class name because I'm not doing styling yet. So just looking at the layout, let's do code of conduct. Code of conduct. There you go. Yay! Beautiful. Also, it's bugging me that the hero heading is right aligned when nothing else is styled. So I'm just going to remove that text align. There you go. Now this is a much more spare, clearly not styled website. Great. Let's commit that. I'm gonna make a new terminal so I don't have to see the spam in the other one. Feet add COC page. Commit often and push often because you never know when your computer's gonna explode. Alright, so I got basic nav. Now styles, just basic nav. I'm gonna put some content in there. Let's see. For the index, let's say layout title equals whatever. I'm gonna want, instead of like next John or next events, I'm gonna say like coming soon. Yeah, that's fine. But I want it to be all big. So I'm gonna actually make a pseudo rudimentary design system, and I'm gonna make a component. I'm gonna make a text component. Also, where did hero heading go? Put that in the components folder. So export function text, which takes in let's say children and then size. Let's do an as. This is gonna get a little hairy just for a bit, but as, let's just do as and children for now, then I'll do size later. Export interface text props extends react.html attributes. Let's do HTML element. All right. What's this complaining of HTML elements? React JSX HTML element. React. Where does HTML element come from? The React types. Why is this? The no undef rule is complaining. I don't have the time to figure out why, so I'm just going to turn off the no undef rule. No undef. You know what? I think in my ESLint config, I only overrode. Haha! I only overrode things for TS, not .tsx files. Silly me. .ts. Great. There you go. All right. So I guess it'll be a type alias for now. This is fine. Text props. And as doesn't exist. So let's do as is key of react.jsx.intrinsic elements. Here we go. So React JSX intrinsic elements is your global JSX. The intrinsic elements you're allowed, like a and address and button. So let's get the keys of them, which is going to be our allowed elements. Great. Toby, welcome. How you doing? Thanks for hopping on. And now that I can use this, I'm going to say text as equals p coming soon. And the reason why I put this in, excuse me, was so that I can do a size prop. And then let's call this subtitle. Then I could use like vanilla extract fancy solutions. Yeah, real excited. I mentioned only at the beginning of the stream, not recently, that I'm going to be doing a stream in 2 days on Thursday where people brutally poop all over my personal site code. People who work on Solid and Astro, because I used those and didn't do a good job of it. I'm very excited about this. Okay, so how does, by the way, how does vanilla extract do variants? Text.css.ts. That's why it keeps moving. Whenever I make a new file, Mac pushes it over. Silly. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I'm going for. You know, I can tell I'm getting a little tired because I'm like less excited about refactors. So I'm gonna just you know what I'm gonna do I'm gonna stop for now. I have a thing in 15 minutes I have to go to. Sorry, Toby, I know you just got here, but I can tell myself when I'm starting to get like head buzzy and my back hurts, I need to go have a granola bar and rest for 10 minutes. But anyway, this was fun. I'm happy with the progress I made. Let's see what happened here. We got a very basic website up and running, so that was fun. And next time I work on the website, I will fill out some basic content and yeah, need some styling. Anyway, this has been fun. Thanks, y'all. I'm just gonna post about that thing. Oh boy, all those notifications. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Here's the Twitter link. It's also just on my Twitch schedule. Gonna be getting Tilla Facina, Daniel Alfonso, and Elian Van Cutsem to poop all over my code. It's gonna be great. So anyway, let's raid someone. Todd Libby. Freaking love Todd. So y'all tell Todd I said hello. Sorry I couldn't stick around. Oh, he's gaming. Wait, maybe not then. I also love James Quick, so this will be great. Anyway, thanks y'all. This has been fun. I will hopefully see you all on Thursday. That's what it was. Thursday, yes. Bye.